Hello everyone, Gumball here, and welcome back to the FTB Infinity Evolved mod pack, where today we're going to continue working our way towards the mid to end game by working on a couple of machines that we're actually going to need to progress that we probably should have made sooner. So we're going to need to make an induction smelter and an alloy smelter, and if possible we may also get to the vat. But we're going to start with the more expensive one, which is the alloy smelter, and I've already got my basic machine frame and advanced machine casing that we're going to need. But we're going to need some lumium. Now, to make lumium, we need lumium blend, and for that we're going to need a bucket of energized glowstone, 1 silver dust, and 3 tin dust. So let's work on the dust first. We may have some in here. Tin, we have some tin ore anyway, so that's not what we're going to need. But we will actually chuck 1 tin ore and then 1 tin ingot into the macerator. And then we'll grab a 1 silver ingot as well. So we'll let that go. That won't go into the ore washing plant. And the next thing we're going to do is throw 4 glowstone in the magma crucible, and that should filter into, if I set this to input, I guess. Do I want to, there we go. If I change that to empty mode, we'll get our energized glowstone bucket. Where'd the dust go? What? Oh, it went up. Okay. It looked for an output. It went up. Sure. I don't think that should happen, but okay. So that's that. We're going to need just the tin. And then we'll wait for the silver as well. So this should give us 2 dust. 2 crushed. Not optimal. And then throw the silver ingot. Now, if we want to get dust out of this, we're going to have to put it in the thermal centrifuge. So let's stop these and throw this one in. And we can throw that there, and this will actually give us the silver dust we need. But sure. We throw these in here for now. That will go. This is making the tin, this is some more silver. And this is some gold. Goes there, and this is almost done. So we'll get these in a second. We can chuck these in here. I really need to sort all this out. We're going to need a lot more storage drawers, as that's what we're going to use as our storage for now. So that probably means we'll need a bigger room. I also brought in the rock crusher and the carpenter instead of leaving them up kind of where the old base was, because that's just taking up space and not being easy to get to. But now we can place the energized glowstone, tin dust, and silver dust. Here we'll get 4 lumium blend, and we can chuck these, I believe, in the furnace. And we only need 2 of these for now, but more is highly useful. So let's get these. This is building up heat. Don't know how it ran out of heat so quick. That's weird. And let's see what else we need for the alloy smelter. And yeah. So for the alloy smelter, we're going to need 2 electric furnaces, 4 crushed obsidian, basic plaster, machine casing, and an induction furnace. So we're going to need to make 3 electric furnaces, and then we'll mix those together with some stuff. And some iron bars, so we'll make the iron bars now. And I'm pretty sure I've got some somewhere, but I don't know where I left them. So just grab these ones. This can probably go in here. And this is heating up. So I'll go, I think, now and make the electric furnaces, because we're going to have to get a load of iron plates. And then I'll come back and we should be able to make it. So guys, I'm back and ready to create what we need. So first off, we need to make the induction furnace. Why is this not working? Copper, advanced machine casing, electric furnace. Ah, we haven't made it into electric furnace yet. Yeah, that's right. So, to make it into electric furnace, we take the furnaces, some electronic circuits, and some redstone. There we go. We did already make one, so I don't know why we're getting the achievement only now, but sure. Maybe I hadn't done the other achievements yet. And then, the induction furnace, hyper speed. Now, I've got a feeling this is... We may want to actually make another one of these, which, yeah, we'll probably have to do this. This seems to be a way better version of the electric furnace, except it uses heat, so it probably takes more power. And also, I forgot to mention, if you use your mode change key, which in our case is Shift M right click, we can actually set our wrench to lossless mode, which not enough energy for lossless wrench operation. Ooh, crud. That's bad. Blocks. Oh, that's even bad. Oh shoot. I'm going to fix that when my head's working. Be right back. So guys, I'm back, and I think I've managed to clear up the mess of the reactor. I don't know why I ended up switching to my hammer, but it seems to be stable again, and we're actually seemingly making a more reliable, stable amount of power than ever before. Usually we were going between 147 heat units per second, and then, and then like 214, and so it kept changing and changing. Now it should be quite steady, though we're going to want to eventually push this power somewhere else, or make even better storage. We may make some thermal expansion energy cells, but now that we have the induction furnace, and I was able to pick it up, I had to just fill my wrench full of power. Let me just make sure. I'm trying to make sure that these pieces don't overheat, but they seem fine. And here, oh yeah, so I was just making some, just cooking up some ferrous ore to get some ferrous ingots, because we're going to need those in a bit. Is that more ferrous? That is more ferrous. We can store that in there and then put that there. Yeah, I was just making ferrous, and I noticed that the thermal centrifuge might be, like, have a higher chance of you ending up with these shiny ingots than the thermal expansion setup. And that means an easier, like a higher possible chance, maybe, of getting an enderium per ferrous. So, now we can get back to the alloy smelter. So we're going to need 4 crushed obsidian, which we just happen to have in here. I was just making that a moment ago, like so. And actually, no, the first thing we need to make is the machine casing. Do we have everything for that? Yes, we do. Machine chassis. So we've got that. And now can we just... Oh yeah, we can just do that. Make the alloy smelter. So the 4 crushed obsidian, the basic capacitor, machine chassis, 2 electric furnaces, and induction furnace give us our alloy smelter, which will stick up at the top here. And this is actually going to help us a lot, because we're going to want, for a good few things, signalum. I think we need it for a large amount of things. What's this? Illuminator frames we will need. Nuggets we need for like every single basic capacitor, so that would be helpful there. But to make signalum, you either need the blend, which is silver dust, redstone buckets, and copper, which could take a while and get kind of boring and hard to automate, or we can just stick 3 copper, a silver, and 10 redstone into an alloy smelter and get 4. So that's really, really helpful. It does take a lot more power to do it that way, but I think that it's worth it, especially with this reactor up and running. We're actually... no, we're back to it fluctuating again. I think it's starting to catch up on itself. Now that all the parts inside are working. But the next thing to work on is the induction smelter. And it's saying resonant, but what we actually need is some Invar, redstone reception coil, a bucket, and a machine frame. So I'm going to actually go and make this now because these take forever. But yeah, I'll go make that, and then we can make the machine. So guys, I'm back, and we should now be able to get a few of the things we need, but one super helpful reason for having this alloy smelter, and I'll just take this cable here for now, because we don't need this to be running. Let me just stack that with that, and connect that up there, and connect the cable, there we go, is we can make ferrous with it, instead of having to go to the smeltery and maybe accidentally mix stuff up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go, and this will make us some ferrous, which we're going to need to make the induction smelter. We'll also need to make a reception coil, a redstone reception coil, let that go, that's 6 Invar, that is 9 Invar, this will be 12 as soon as it's done. And then we can go home, well, to the old home, go down to the smeltery, which we're going to have to move, and stick in the Invar. It does have a chunk of lava because I came here recently. We want Invar at the bottom. And this will give us 4 plus 12, which is 16, which should be enough to get 2 gears, and I've got 2 ingots on me actually, so I just need the gear casts. So I didn't really need to put that much in, but that's not a problem. Let's see, gear, there's the gear cast. This is possibly the only reason we need a smeltery from this point onwards, except if we want to make some better tools, which we probably should. We're definitely going to want to make a crossbow at one point, but this will smelt up, we can start pouring an ingot for some reason. Why did I do that? I don't even know. Okay, we can start pouring a gear out. We may need to put some more ingots in there actually. How much does it use? Oh no, we're fine. Another one, I think it takes 4. Yep. There's our 2 things. We can head back to the new base. So yeah, we're going to have to move that stuff over still. Invar gears, redstone reception coil, 2 Invar ingots, a bucket, and a basic machine frame gets us a basic induction smelter, which we're going to put on the line with our other thermal expansion machines, and just leave that like that for now. Just like, I wonder what this does. Just like the alloy smelter, this also joins stuff together, but we're going to need the induction furnace to make, what's it, hardened glass, I think. If we go to the ender quarry, which is what we're working towards, if we go to the ender quarry and go to the pre-charger, and then go to, well, there's fused quartz, which we can make in the alloy smelter, but then there's hardened glass, which requires the induction smelter, and I think the hardened glass might be the cheaper one. Looking at this recipe, it might be the fused quartz. We'll see. The guide I was looking at, yeah, I've been looking at kind of helpful guide just to get ideas when I get stuck. But yeah, the guide was saying that the alloy smelter will come in handy. The other machine we're going to need is the vat, but this episode has gone on for a while, and if we check the vat's recipe, that's going to take another basic machine casing, which takes forever, some glass, some bars, some iron, mostly iron, but it's just this machine frame, and then I need some more capacitors as well, which I'll have to work on to make that. So between episodes, I will probably work, now that we've got a reliable, easier to make actually source of signalum. I can start making kind of storage of basic capacitors, because we're going to need a load of those. And now that I've moved the capacitor down, I can also work towards making a load of chipsets and stuff, and get a few machine frames, at least the materials needed for the machine frames, ready between episodes. A lot of talking this episode, actually. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Lets me know that you did, that you'd maybe like to see some more. Next episode, I've got a kind of list here of things we need to make. We're going to need a VAT, the A2 inscriber, some MFR machines, and maybe an ender chest. Before we move on, we're going to need the VAT to make some cool stuff for before we can reach applied energistics. We can make a half-decent storage system. The inscriber is going to be required for the ender quarry, and the MFR slaughterhousing chronotype are going to be needed to make pink slime and breed up our animals to have automatic animal farming, which will be super useful. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I was wearing the flowers in a hat. Not my favourite hat, but I kind of ran out of hats. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time for some more FTB Infinity Evolve. Bye bye!